over the summer, we have spent £115 million ready for our first European adventure with Dover Athletic. We have, however, sold our number one goalkeeper Pintea to Chelsea. It was for £80 million. Yeah, so I'm not too happy about this, but we kind of didn't really have a choice. We did, but we would have just kept getting him annoyed, and then eventually somebody would have hit the minimum fee release clause anyway in his contract. Chelsea are the team to pick him up. £80 million. I can't remember whether there's any clauses in there. 2 seasons from £4 million to £80 million. That's a pretty good profit. We've also sold Tadej Bergant. He has gone to Wolfsburg. £7.25 million for this, for a player who never played for us. And Fabio Silva, who spent 6 months here, has left, going to Spain to sign for Valencia for £1.5 million. That is basically it for transfers out of the club. Now there's a lot of players joining. We're going to go in order from the cheapest to the most expensive. Starting off is Mickey Durkin, signed from Manchester City on a free transfer. That is why he is starting. He's probably not going to play a huge amount, but he is a very, very good backup to play as a right winger even, an attacking midfielder, or even a striker. For £5 million, Martin Coronel has signed from River Plate, 19 years old, Argentine striker, immediately going out on loan to Middlesbrough in the Championship, scoring twice and getting an assist in just 2 starts and 4 off the bench. I think Coronel could be very good. He's also flipping massive at 6'6". Didn't even realise that. For £10 million, we have brought ourselves another left-back, Victor Leandro, that's his name, signed from Corinthians, almost played 200 league games for them. He has cost £10 million. He is fast as all balls. Nobody's catching up with him. Technically, he's not the best, but he's fast. Did I mention he's really fast? Returning to the club is Romain Charia, signing on a permanent deal for £11 million, potentially going up to 16.5. A player who we had on loan for 5 seasons, managed to propel us from the Championship all the way up to the Premier League. Arguably, I think that was the season where we got promoted to the Championship, and he obviously helped us through those seasons and a season in the Premier League as well. He has returned on a permanent deal, and he's still only 25. Romain Charia is a Dover legend, in my opinion, and has only just played 3 games for us officially. 3 more transfers to talk about, and each one of them is over £25 million. For £25.5 million is Christophe Aubert, a 20-year-old Belgian winger and striker, signed from Anderlecht. He has just turned 20 as well, literally like 6 days ago he's just turned 20. Aubert I think he's superb. I think he's going to be absolutely brilliant for us. He is a Wonderkid as well, and he wasn't massively expensive. You were waiting for it. You knew there was going to be a goalkeeper at some point on this list. Rui Martins is our new number 1 keeper, signed from Sporting for £27 million. £27 million. He's been pretty good, hasn't he? Really, since he started playing, he's got a lot of clean sheets. It is in Portugal, playing for one of the best teams in Portugal. But Rui Martins is our number 1 keeper, already keeping 2 clean sheets out of 4 games. And you'd think the most expensive signing for £28 million will be the most exciting, and it isn't. Nathan Forster is a 22-year-old English midfielder and winger. He's come in from Palace mainly because he's English. We didn't have a huge amount of English players, and obviously playing in Europe, you do need to have some English players in your squad. So Forster has come in. It's a lot of money. He's probably as good as Darko on that right wing, which is a bit irritating because Darko loves to get assists and score goals. And as you can see, we are already 4 games into the season, and we are going to be playing Europa League matches today. Probably just one, and maybe the Leicester game as well. We are unbeaten in everything so far. We've drawn twice in the league, and we've won twice in the league. But we're doing well. We're up to 5th. Let's play Montpellier. Also in our group, in the Europa League Group H, we have Haugesund. I think that could be their name. And VfB Stuttgart. I think it's a winnable group. I genuinely think this is a winnable group. The starting lineup then for our first ever European game, and we've literally jumped on the ferry, haven't we? We've gone to France. We've not even gone anywhere particularly exotic. It is Montpellier at home. We've not even gone to France. We're still at home. It's going to be Rui Martins. It's going to be Mokhtar Ballo, Charia and Leandro in defence. Barton and Coadio in midfield. Darko Basri Moreno on the attacking midfield duties. And then Christophe Aubert will be leading the line. On the bench, Kavic, Benjaloun, Bean, Alan, Elliott, Bougre and Santalan. You can see here we've got a lot of players who aren't registered, who aren't particularly happy with it, but, you know, we don't really have the option to be able to register all of these players at once. Now, this really is going to show if we are good enough for Europe. I mean, I'm not expecting us to be able to win the competition, but I'm expecting us to do all right. We should be able to get out of the group stages. I think Montpellier are one of the better teams in our group. I think it's Montpellier and VfB Stuttgart are probably on par, let's say. We could either be better than both or worse than both. I'm hoping we're better. I do realise I'm completely disregarding Haugesund. That could be their name, but I just don't think they're going to be good. I genuinely don't think they're going to be. Dominguez with a free kick. It is Bernard. Plays it back to Galaza. All the way back to the keeper, Lucas, who's kicked it long. Only 13 minutes on the clock, and so far, we've managed to get the ball. That's good. I was wondering whether we were going to even touch the ball in this highlight. Barton has it now. Long ball down the right, finds Mokhtar, spins and back to Barton. He's gone backwards to Ballo, the captain and the old man of the side. Sharia to Coadio, through ball, finds Darko on the right-hand side, and he tucks it away into the opposite corner. We have taken the lead against Montpellier. We're going to win the Europa League. In order to win the Europa League, we do need to have some highlights, though, game. We've got one highlight. It's resulted in a goal, and we've gone all the way through till half-time. Not been the most exciting debut in European competition, but we're winning the game. I'm happy with the number of shots. Can we just make them better shots? I am keeping an eye on Aubert and Leandro, although there's no backup left-back. We don't have anybody who can come on as a left-back. Maybe Benjaloun if we need to. Nothing is happening in the second half either. I would say two teams are cancelling each other out, but we're having lots of shots. But apparently they're just not very good. I've just paused it to do a sub, and we've got a corner. Darko's going to take the corner. It's towards the middle, and Romain Charia with his first goal for the club since returning. It's 2-0 to Dover Athletic in the Europa League. We are going to do our change anyway, even though we've just taken the lead, or doubled our lead. It's going to be Santalan coming on for Aubert, and Leandro for Benjaloun. Are we going to make it 3 before the full-time whistle? It's intercepted by Montpellier. Bernard. On the right-hand side is Hernandez. Can we steal this? We've got some numbers in front of him. It's Coadio was there. Bernard again, all the way back to Moisan. It's going to go long. No, he doesn't. Plays it on the ground. I mean, we are putting the pressure on them deep in their own half. They're 2-0 down, and we are trying to steal the ball off them to maybe get ourselves a third. It's cleared upfield. Ballo wins it for us. Now Darko in the centre circle. Coadio plays the ball through for Moreno. What's happened? What's happened there? First of all, what did the goalkeeper do? And secondly, Moreno didn't want to score. I guess he doesn't have a goal bonus. Well, the full-time whistle goes anyway, and Montpellier were rubbish. I'm hoping Stuttgart are just as good as Montpellier, because if that's the case, we are winning every single game in this group. And it looks like VfB Stuttgart then beating Haugesund 1-0, which means we are top of the group after just one game on goal difference, but we are still top of the group. We're going to go forward now for a day, or 5, and we're going to play Leicester on Sunday. Probably need to rest some of our players. For the Leicester game then, we are going for a similar starting 11, a couple of changes. It's going to be Martins in goal, Mokhtar, Ballo, Charia and Leandro in defence, Barton and Coadio in midfield, Darko, Basri and Bougre are going to be our attacking midfielders today, with Rory Allen leading the line. I don't think we've ever played Bougre on camera. He's played 4 times so far, and yeah, it's been a sporadic time for young Mohamed Bougre. But he's good. He's very, very good. He's actually superb, in my opinion. He just doesn't get the game time. He's worth £30 million. So he's a good footballer. Early chance possibly going Leicester's way. Lambert with the effort. He was offside. Was that genuinely... You cannot be showing that as a highlight. It wasn't even a good shot. Right, maybe this is the first proper highlight. Basri tries to find Bougre and can't manage it. And it's cleared, but only as far as Barton, who loses out, but Leandro collects. Charia across to Ballo. He's going to go for a run. Forward finds Darko on the right-hand side. Is Mokhtar with a yellow card early on. Crosses it in. Bougre's at the back post. Wins the header as well, but it goes over the bar. I don't think Bougre's a particularly big lad. I think he's probably about 5'8", 5'9", so he shouldn't be winning headers. Ballo's going for a run here, which could be a good sign, could be a bad sign. Barton back to the Canadian Romain Charia. He's going to go for a run. Invites Victor Leandro forward. I've changed his role from support to attack, and he might suddenly play a little bit better. Allen's effort is blocked by Matteo. We are going to win a corner. Darko's going to be the one to take it towards the back post. It's a header clear from Luquinha. So it's going to be a corner from the opposite side, which we don't get to see. Basri with a free kick towards nobody, really. I think everybody was offside. And now Leicester possibly counter-attacking. Gamble with the ball, back to Emin. Pretty sure either Gamble used to play for us, or I tried to sign Gamble at one point. I think I tried to sign him. Emin with the ball. It's now Ulick, could be his name. Dunbar, definitely a player who I've looked to try and sign, because we needed a left-back, and he's a very good one. Gamble has it on the left, crosses it in. Nobody's really there, apart from Del Castillo coming in, ghosting at the back post, but his headed effort goes over the bar. Nope, Darren Gamble was our player. We signed him on a free. £14 million he's gone to Leicester for. I mean, he's not very good, is he? He's just fast. Not really been a particularly exciting game of football so far. There's been a fair amount of shots, 13 shots, 6 of them on target, but we are not doing anything at all. Darko's on a 6.3. You've not been good enough. We're also going to say to Rory Allen, I've got faith in you. You have the ability, that'll do. Everyone's motivated. Sticking Victor Leandro on attack duty rather than support duty, and he's on a 7.1. He hasn't got a rating higher than about a 6.7 ever since he signed, and now he's on a 7.2. What's going on with this game? We've gone from having lots of highlights and decent chances to having absolutely nothing. Mamadou Diallo's going to come on as a right winger, because he can play there, can't he? He can't really play there. He can play there, but we're not playing him there. Right, we're going to do... I mean, Foster's probably the guy. But again, he's not that great playing as a right winger, but we're going to go for it anyway. We're also going to do Aubert coming on for Rory Allen. Maybe that's part of our problem. We don't have the young wonder kid up front. Well, Romain Chariot is he's done for the day. Lambert is going to be coming on. Lambert, by the way, is not registered for the Europa League. Because of registration problems, we couldn't register him, which is kind of frustrating because he is a very good centre-back. Into the final 10 minutes. Don't be a 0-0 draw. Don't be a boring 0-0 draw. Alba has the ball in goal for Leicester. He's gone for a run. Big kick over the halfway line. We need to get on the end of this. Lambert for them, Mokhtar for us. And for some reason, Forster was not paying enough attention to that. You can tell he's not really a winger. It's gone back to Matteo, who I assume is a centre-back. Luquinha, which is a great name. Matteo and Luquinha, passing between the pair of them. Are we going to nick this away, or are they just going to lump it forward eventually? Emin, Coadio's gone and got himself a second yellow card. That's what this highlight's for. We don't often get sendings off, so, I mean, that's kind of come as a surprise. We're just going to carry on with that. It's 0-0. I'd rather us lose 1-0 and at least see a goal in this match. Is Leandro getting a... I thought he was getting a second yellow as well then. Leandro's picked up a yellow card. Luquinha should have scored that one. Instead, it's gone over the bar. We've got 3 minutes of normal time to play, and it's starting to become all Leicester, isn't it? Cross comes in from the corner. Luquinha again with a headed effort. This time goes over the bar. They are getting close to scoring a winner. And, I mean, at this point, I'll take a point. I will take a draw. A draw seems like a good thing. We've got 5 minutes of injury time. Leandro with a flicked head forward. For some reason, he went forward and not back. It's into the penalty area. That's a superb block from Mokhtar. Now is the counter-attack on. Barton to Basri. He's got no real support at the moment. He's going to try and go it alone off towards the right-hand side. Players joining at the back. Bougre's there. Cross it in. Find Bougre. He wins the headed effort, but Alba can hold on to that one. And that may well have been our only chance. It was kind of a bit like a counter-attack, wasn't it? It's worrying that the highlight is carrying on. Martins has it in his hands. He's gone for a dive as well. Rolls it out to Lambert, the former Aston Villa man. He's gone for a long ball forward. Albert can't get on the end of it. And now Leicester coming forward. And there's the goal. I knew it was going to happen as well. Garcia Border with the winning goal. I mean, why can we not score? Coadio getting sent off definitely hasn't helped. Me tactically being inept also hasn't helped, because we probably should have shut up shop rather than sticking with positive and 10 men. We had an XG of 1.5. They had an XG of 0.9. We should have won. We've been XG'd. We should have won the game. Oh, and even better, we are missing Chariot for a month of football. Coadio's banned for a game as well, so he's going to miss the Man United game. We've been fined for 6 yellow cards, and that is our first defeat in 6 games. I mean, we've started well. Let's be honest, we started well. We should have scored in that. That's the problem. We just did not score the goal. We had the chances. We did not take them. We had the 1.5 XG and scored 0 goals. But we are going to end episode 1 there. Sat 7th place in the Premier League. Next episode, we're going to go for VfB Stuttgart. And we are maybe going to go for VfB Stuttgart. We might do Europa League double. Obviously, we're going to be playing Manchester City, Man United, Haugesund, Man City again, and Leeds in between episodes. Thank you very much for watching this one. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll be back next time with more Europa League action.